So how would it feel to have at least $10,000 in the bank? You could easily cover most emergencies, like a large unexpected medical bill, an emergency auto bill, knowing that you had the money available. You didn't need to scramble, and you didn't need to put it on a credit card. What kind of confidence would that give you? That $10,000 savings is an important number, at least to me. It represents a milestone. You break a mental barrier where money now becomes a tool you can use instead of a scarcity. It's a point where you have a good chunk of money to overcome short-term obstacles without taking on debt. And you can even potentially take advantage of some small opportunities. But don't think that saving 10 grand is a problem just if you have an average or a lower income. I've seen people who make $150,000 a year and still don't have $10,000 in emergency funds saved up. In fact, according to Bankrate's 2025 Annual Emergency Savings Report, fewer than half of Americans have more than 3 months of living expenses saved in the event of an emergency. And 1 in 4 have no emergency fund at all. According to Yahoo, 91% of people don't have an emergency fund of at least $10,000. So in this video, I'm about to show you how you can build up a savings of $10,000 pretty quickly in under a year, whether it's to create an emergency fund, seriously start saving for retirement, or any other goal, even if you feel like you're broke. If you don't yet have $10,000 saved, I want you to have that ability to experience the level of freedom it'll give you. And starting now, I'm going to give you a blueprint for getting there. So let's fix that problem. The secret isn't about getting a massive raise or living like a monk. It's a simple number, 28. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find $28 a day, not by making your life miserable, but by using a combination of a few behavioral finance tricks and some simple cuts that will make saving feel automatic so that you can hit that $10,000 goal before you know it. Now, before you say, I'm out, let's do some ridiculously simple math. 28 bucks a day times 365 days in a year is $10,220. That's right. You don't just hit the goal, but you blow past it with enough left over to take yourself out for a well-deserved steak dinner. Now, I can hear you saying, yeah, great, but if I had $28 a day extra, I wouldn't be watching this video. I get it. It still sounds like a lot of money. But here's the thing you need to trust me on. You already have that money. It's just hiding in plain sight, scattered across your daily spending. In this video, it's the treasure map. I promise we're not going to cancel your joy. We're just going to find the cash by making small changes and adjustments to your spending, not by taking a machete to it and slashing it. But there's one thing you really have to do for me. Well, it's really for yourself. Number one is you need to start immediately, like right now. Studies show that you have the most chance of initial success when you're motivated. And before that motivation wears off, I want you to take the first steps so you can start to see results. Results are what drives behavior, and even a small win early on will help motivate you to keep on track. Oh, the other thing you do for me is please like and subscribe to this channel if you find value in this video. So we're on a quest to help find $28 a day by focusing on 4 small changes you can make. Think of them as leaks in your budget. We're going to patch them up. We just need to find about $7 from each one of these categories. So here's what you're going to do to find that $28 a day. Step number 1, think about how you're going to spend your money every day before you get your day started. For example, food. Now this right here is the number 1 culprit. The money we spend on food we don't cook ourselves is the biggest, fastest strain on our wallets. Buying lunch at work can cost an extra $15. You know what it costs to make it at home? Maybe 4. Some studies show that an average packed daily lunch is about $6. Let's say you save $10 just by packing leftovers. Boom. That's a huge chunk of our goal. And it's not just lunch. That morning coffee and muffin, another $5. Maybe $7. Easy. But you don't have to cut it out entirely. Just swap it. Brew good coffee in the morning for pennies a cup. Do that and pack your lunch and you've already found $10. A third of the way there. And all you did was eat food from your own kitchen, which is probably healthier too. So it's a win-win. Ordering takeout a few times a week, cut it down to 1 time a week. Paying for food delivery, go pick it up and you'll save the delivery fee, you'll save the tip, and that can easily add up to $10. Going out to eat with friends, well, you probably have the ability to order less expensive items from the menu, or foregoing that third espresso martini for $22. Step 2, do a deep dive into the recurring items you pay each month. I love this next one because it's passive savings. You do the work once and it pays you off every single month. In 2025, people are drowning in subscriptions. One report says that about a quarter of Americans spends about $100 a month on subscriptions, And another one said about 90 a month on subscriptions. I think it's more than that, but that's the studies, right? So here's your mission. Pull up your last bank statement, your credit cards, and go full detective mode, line by line. That streaming service you haven't watched since the one show that you liked ended, cancel it. That free trial that quickly started charging you after it was done being free, gone. The average person has like 5 to 8 subscriptions. Are you really truly using all of them? From Amazon automatic subscriptions that you forgot that you've put on automatic subscriptions to unused gym memberships. Get rid of the things you're not using and cancel them. Next, call your phone, internet, insurance providers. Ask them one simple, polite question. Hi, I'm looking to lower my monthly costs. What options do you have for me? You'd be shocked at how often they magically find a cheaper plan to keep you as a customer. Shaving off just $20 from your phone bill, $30 from your internet, adds up to $50 a month. That's almost $2 a day, right there. Combine that with canceling 1 or 2 forgotten subscriptions, and you've easily found another $3 to $4 a day. So let's call it an even $7 for this too. You can also call your credit card company to ask if they can lower your rate or switch you to a card with a better interest rate, but the goal really should be to never carry a credit card balance. Step number 3, try to pay cash when you buy things in stores rather than a credit card. I know this sounds archaic, but cash forces you to make a decision because you can't spend more than what's in your pocket. Many restaurants and businesses also charge credit card surcharges that you'll avoid by paying cash. Restaurants in our area, for example, charge about 3.5% surcharges. Step 4, follow the 24-hour rule for most purchases. Okay, let's talk about the silent killer in your budget. It's impulse buys. That random thing in the checkout line, the thing you saw on Instagram that was 50% off, the little treat yourself moments that add up to a whole lot of where did my money go. Here's how we fight back with brain science. It's called the 24-hour rule. If you see something that wasn't a planned essential purchase, make it so that it's forbidden for you to buy it for 24 hours. No exceptions. It's not your job to keep Amazon drivers employed. Add it to the online cart and close the tab. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, that frantic, I need that now, that feeling will be gone the next day. The dopamine rush fades and your logical brain will come back online and say, hey, I don't really need that. So how much does this save? Well, if this rule stops you from making just one $40 impulse purchase per week, that's already over $5.70 a day. Easy. To make this more powerful, every time you successfully resist this impulse, I want you to immediately transfer the money you would have spent to your savings. Don't not spend it, actively save it. This transforms a moment of feeling deprived into one of pure victory. So far, we found about $23 plugging leaks. For the final $5, we're not going to cut anything. We're going to earn. Step number 5, pick up extra hours at work. Start a side hustle with skills that you have, or learn some new skills and put them to work. The internet has made it easier than ever to make an extra $5 or $10 a day. It's not about getting a miserable second job. It's about turning small pockets of time or a skill you already have into cash. Good with words? Websites like Upwork or Fiverr have quick proofreading gigs. You can do that from your couch. Got a creative eye? Design simple graphics for local businesses. You can even do paid online surveys, dog walking, food delivery through Uber, Grubhub, DoorDash, selling all that stuff you decluttered on Facebook Marketplace. The goal isn't to burn out. It's to find one simple thing that brings you an extra $150 a month. That breaks down perfectly to our final $5 a day. Now look, you're creating a brand new income stream that's 100% dedicated to one goal. It's a good skill to learn. All right, next up, psychological trips to make it automatic. Finding the $28 is the first half. Making sure it actually ends up in savings is the second. This is where we rewire our brains to make saving the easy choice. So trick number 1, pay yourself first, the right way. You've heard the phrase pay yourself first, but most people get it wrong. They wait until the end of the month and save whatever's left over, which is usually nothing. And it's also not paying yourself first. We're going to flip that on its head. You need to set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a separate high yield savings account. I say high yield because your money should be making money for you, not just sitting there making 0.1%. And here's the absolute key. Schedule that transfer for the day after you get paid. Don't let the money even touch your hands. Don't let it sit in your checking account where you can see it and start making plans for it. We want to make this automatic. So if your goal is $28 a day, that's $196 a week. Set up that automatic weekly transfer and let technology do the work. It removes the daily struggle of willpower. Trick number 2, name your goal and make it visible. Now, this might sound cheesy, but it works. Stop looking at a savings account with a boring number. Log into your bank's website right now and give that account a nickname. Call it My Freedom Fund, or the $10,000 Emergency Shield, or My Future Beach House. This gives the goal an emotional core. You're not just moving numbers around, you're actively buying your future freedom. Then make it visible. Write $10,000 on a sticky note and put it up on your bathroom mirror. Get a savings tracker and stick it on the fridge. Make your phone's lock screen a picture of something that represents financial freedom to you. When you constantly see what you're working for, it makes it 1,000 times easier to say no to the small stuff and yes to your big goal. So that's the path. Getting to $10,000 isn't just some giant, terrifying leap off a cliff. It's a series of small, smart steps you can take every single day. And it's a packed lunch. It's a canceled subscription you had forgot about. It's waiting 24 hours on a new pair of shoes. It's an automatic transfer that works while you're sleeping. Saving $28 a day isn't about what you're giving up. It's about what you're building. It's about deciding your future is more important than what you want impulsively in the present moment. The real power is in consistency, and the magic is making it automatic. You can do this. The journey starts now with the very next dollar you decide to save. So here's an example of how it all adds up to $28 a day. We have our daily saving strategy. So we're packing lunch and coffee at home. That's $10 a day. Cancel subscriptions and lower bills. That's $7 a day. Stop impulse buys using the 24-hour rule. That averages out to $6 a day. Grubhub delivery 2 nights a week. That's $5 a day. You've blown past your goal of $10,000 without needing a big raise or a miracle. And look, it doesn't have to be equally from the categories. Whatever the combination is that gets you to that $28 a day is what you should do. Another good thing to do is at least monthly look at your budget. Having a handle on what you spend each month by going through your bank statements, going through your credit cards, or using an online service that tracks for you. That's one of the most important paths to wealth. Knowing where your money's going so you can make better decisions on how it's spent. And if you're ready to start, I want you to do one last thing for me. Go down to the comments and type challenge accepted. Let's do this together. You've got this. And when you get to $10,000, let me know. And then check out our video on how to get to $100,000 in record time. And hey, if you're serious about this, make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell. We post new videos every single week with simple, no fluff financial strategies just like this one.